Somerton Beach, South Australia. December 1, 1948, the body of a well-dressed man, with no identification and a series of bizarre clues left in his wake. Who was he? And what brought him to this quiet beach? This is the enigma of the Somerton Man. A man found dead on an Australian beach in 1948, with no name, no identification, and no clear cause of death. For over 7 decades, his identity remained one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the modern era. Investigators, scientists, even intelligence agencies tried and failed to uncover who he was. It took nearly 70 years, cutting-edge science, and relentless obsession just to answer a single question: who was he? The Somerton Man was eventually identified as Carl Webb, a Melbourne-born electrical engineer and instrument maker. Born in 1905, Carl was a quiet, intelligent man whose life slowly drifted into obscurity. He had no criminal record, no known children, and appeared to have been estranged from his family in his later years. For decades, no one connected his disappearance to the lifeless body found on Somerton Beach. It wasn't until 2022, through advanced DNA analysis and forensic genealogy, that researchers finally put a name to the face. In late 1948, Carl Webb's life was in a state of quiet collapse. He had recently separated from his wife, Dorothy Robertson, after a strained marriage. According to divorce proceedings, Carl may have been struggling with mental health issues, financial hardship, or personal turmoil. Following the separation, he left Melbourne, and from there, his trail went cold. There are no confirmed records of where Carl went or what he was doing in the days before his death. But somehow, he ended up over 800 kilometers away, in Adelaide, South Australia, a city where he had no known ties. At approximately 6:30 a.m. on December 1, 1948, 2 early morning walkers made a chilling discovery on the sands of Somerton Beach in Adelaide, South Australia. Lying in the sand, his back propped slightly against the low seawall, was the body of a man. To the casual eye, it might have looked like he was simply resting, dressed neatly in a suit and tie, legs extended, head tilted slightly to one side. A dead person. When police arrived on the scene, they began searching the man's clothing. He had no wallet. No identification papers. Nothing that could offer a name, an address, not even a train ticket stub. Even stranger, every single clothing label had been meticulously cut out. From his jacket, trousers, undershirt, even his socks. Deliberately removed, as if someone wanted to erase every trace of who he was. A detail that left detectives puzzled: an unsmoked cigarette rested neatly on his shirt collar, while another lay half-smoked in the sand nearby. Months later, a significant breakthrough occurred. A small piece of paper was found concealed within a fob pocket of the man's trousers. It bore the words Tamam Shud, a Persian phrase meaning ended or finished. This phrase was later traced to a rare edition of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, a book of Persian poetry. Even more remarkably, the same rare edition of the book was eventually found, and on the back cover, someone had written what appeared to be a coded message and a telephone number. The coded message has baffled cryptographers for decades. Despite numerous attempts, no one has been able to definitively decipher its meaning. The telephone number found in the book belonged to a woman named Jessica Thompson, a nurse who lived near Somerton Beach. When questioned, she claimed not to know the man, but her reactions were described as evasive and unusual. She admitted to owning a copy of the Rubaiyat, but denied knowing how it ended up with the Somerton Man. Adding another layer of intrigue, Jessica had an unlisted son whose birth year aligned with a detail speculated in later investigations. But perhaps the most compelling layer in this tangled mystery was Jessica Thompson's son Robin. She never mentioned him to police during the investigation, and for years, his existence remained unnoted in public records. Robin was born in 1947, just 1 year before the Somerton Man was found dead. That detail alone might seem coincidental, but it becomes far more intriguing when you consider what came next. Robin shared two extremely rare physical traits with the Somerton Man: a distinct ear structure, and a genetic dental anomaly where his lateral incisors were missing. Both features are uncommon, and both were present in the man on the beach. For many investigators, this wasn't just a coincidence. It was a clue. A quiet, biological echo suggesting the Somerton Man may have been the father of her child. The lack of a clear identity and the presence of these cryptic clues have fueled countless theories. Some speculate that the Somerton Man was a spy, the Tamam Shud phrase a piece of a larger intelligence operation. Others believe it was a tragic tale of unrequited love, the poetry book holding a personal significance. Suicide has also been considered, although the lack of poison in the toxicology reports makes this less likely. And then there are those who believe the clues were deliberately planted to mislead investigators. Although the final conclusion did not confirm Carl Webb as Robin's father, earlier circumstantial and anatomical evidence had strongly suggested a connection, hence why the son's birth year, 1947, lines up with the speculation that the Somerton Man may have been in contact with Jessica around that time. Over 70 years later, the identity of the Somerton Man remained a mystery until Professor Derek Abbott and genealogist Colleen Fitzpatrick confirmed his identity as Carl Webb by matching his DNA. However, his case stands as a testament to the enduring power of the unknown, a puzzle that has captivated generations. While the original investigators have long passed, the advancements in forensic science offer a glimmer of hope that one day the truth behind his enigmatic presence on that Adelaide beach will be revealed. The Tamám Shud mystery continues to beckon, a haunting reminder that some secrets are buried deep within the sands of time.